Hi, I'm Joe Zimmerman. For ECHO, every citizen has opportunities. Supported employment provides the business community with much needed trained personnel and people with disabilities access to the workplace. The majority of our nation's 49 million Americans with disabilities can become productive, contributing members of society when they are given the opportunity. ECHO provides these opportunities through our business services. Supported employment works for the employer because it stabilizes targeted areas of need, ends turnover in critical entry-level positions, provides qualified workers with supervision, and allows the employer to pay one check for services. We invite you to join us in the next few minutes to learn how ECHO works for a number of local businesses and government agencies, and how ECHO can work for you.
Well, ECHO helps us in many different facets. First, they work in what we call is material management, which is a tremendous amount of work and energy that's required. The other is in the logistics, and they are definitely instrumental to both of those disciplines that we have at PPI. So at first, we introduced them in terms of what we call secondary work, and that's been extremely successful, and everybody's been very, very pleased. So we moved them into helping organization structuring a little bit more in regards to logistics. So those are the two major ways that ECHO has helped us over the last few years.
You know, putting aside all the great technical work that they do, I mean, they're phenomenal. They meet the schedule, they're very positive, attention to detail, very well organized and polite. So it's amazing, the technical aspect. But putting that aside, what has happened is our employees have formed a great relationship with the ECHO employees. And so there's a spirit that's very hard to explain. It's just a positive energy that has developed. And that value is 10 times the technical value. So I believe in the end, the organization that most benefits from the relationship is PPI.
ECHO really helps us with our unemployment. That is a big issue here in the DC area. So they provide great tools to help us staff our buildings, and they also provide a job coach for us, which is fabulous because there they've already provided reasonable accommodations to help the team members with disabilities. All of our ECHO team members, and we have 5, they've been with us all for over 3 years. They are part of our team. They are working with us every day, day in and day out with our team members and our guests. We treat them just the same as our regular team members.
I do push. And I do we shop. Every day I come here. I like it because I get to meet different people and to talk to them.
The work ethic is fabulous. I can trust every morning when they're supposed to be here, their job coach will get them there diligently every day when they're supposed to be there. Transportation is never an issue. They communicate any schedule needs that they have, and they give them to us in a reasonable amount of time, and we make accommodations for any requests that they may have, just like we would our regular team members.
ECHO is an extremely important part of the community, both in terms of the services that it offers to those who are the workers from ECHO, and just as important, the services that those workers offer to all of us in the community. I think from a business standpoint, ECHO just makes really good sense. Whether you are a private for-profit business or a nonprofit or a public entity like we are, the supervision that's given to the ECHO workers as they work on our work site is excellent. The service that the workers provide is excellent. And frankly, there's very little responsibility for us as the employer. We have come to really get to know the workers well. Some of them have been with us now for a number of years. We've watched them grow, we've watched them mature, we've watched them take on new tasks. My message to the business community, and these are a lot of my friends, we're on the Chamber of Commerce board together, the Economic Development Commission together. My message to them would be check ECHO out. There are services that you might not even imagine that can be made available to you through ECHO. They make good business sense, and it gives you an opportunity to really give back to the community in a very significant way.
This job is important to me because 5 years ago I had a stroke and lost the whole right side, and now as I'm getting over it, now that I can have a job again, this kind of job is an excellent job for me. I've got a job working for ECHO that I wouldn't have if they weren't there. I'd just be sitting around home watching the clock. From what I've heard of it and what I've seen, the ECHO people are great, yeah, and that's coming from a lead automotive guy, because before I had my accident, I was the president of Datsun Dynamics, and so I had a good job until then.
ECHO began in 1975 due to a need to have services for adults with disabilities. A lot of parents got together, looked at other programs, and decided to start ECHO. We started with what was known at that time as a sheltered workshop, where most of the work was brought into our building. Later, in the early 80s, ECHO began going out in the community and developing work sites. And by the time that I came in '83, about half of our people were employed in other people's businesses and the other half in our building. Today, about 80% of our people are employed on work sites. That is a group of people with a staff person go to a local business every day and provide a production service for that company. And all of that's supported by our extensive transportation capability, which is able to get people from their homes right to their work and then back again.
As a business leader, all that I'm asking you to do is to give us an opportunity to come to your business, to look at your work, and determine what we can do for you.
I'm a businessman. I look at productivity of our citizens, and I think that the clients of this organization, they need to be productive in life, and by providing client sites and opportunities for the folks of ECHO, you are actually making your business more productive.
When you hire individuals from ECHO, those individuals that have special needs, you're not going to get 100% of effort. You're going to get the most important employee you could have, a dedicated, quality individual with high integrity.
In the coming years, there's likely to be an increasing number of people and individuals with disabilities looking for work opportunities through ECHO. I hope that as you consider the needs of your business, that you will keep ECHO and the individuals they serve in mind. It would be good if you could use this service. Thank you.